Good morning. I'm going to present the Hamilton Church of Christ 2022 budget this morning. 2021 has been a good year for us as we have come out of the pandemic year of 2020. Still having some issues with COVID and protections and Omicron is causing a lot of problems right now. But as far as church, we are meeting together and doing most of the things that we did before the pandemic, and our contributions and everything have been very good during 2021. Just gonna take a few minutes just to review our actual situation and what actually happened in 2021. Our beginning cash was $127,919, and our ending cash is $165,424, and that was an increase of a little over $37,000 for the year. Our weekly budget for 2021 was $91.35, and our actual contribution, including special contribution we had at the end of the year, pushed us over $10,033. So some of the reasons for the cash, increase was that actual contributions were nearly $47,000 over budget, and so we've been very blessed with our contributions for the year from the congregation. In 2021, we only had one special contribution this year, and that was at the end of the year for our new electronic sign, and which wound up costing us about $50,000, but we had a special contributions of $13,400, which helped offset some of that expense. You see this chart, contributions versus budget by year for the last 6 years, and as you can see, as I also stated last year, over the last 6 years, our actual contributions have been greater than our budget, and that's always good to see a constantly increasing contribution number. For 2022, we have set the annual budget for $9,800 per week. That's, like I said, it was increased from $91.35, which was last year. But based on our actual contributions, we feel like we can reach this number, and it might be a little ambitious, but I think we can reach it. That's a total of nearly $510,000 total annual budget. Our budget by our operating expenses, our budget by ministry. This first slide includes a lot of our operating expenses. First line is staff, our minister, associate minister, and secretary. All those salaries included in that, plus payroll and benefits, including medical expenses or medical insurance of $294,000. Next, we have visiting preachers, gospel meeting, Ladies' Day. Ladies are talking about a Ladies' Day for this year. Haven't made a decision yet, and so we have included that in the budget. We are planning a gospel meeting in April with Jeff Jenkins, and also a summer series this year that we're looking forward to as well. Next is education, literature, VBS supplies. As far as education, Ted and Paul Colvin continue to work in that area. Paul is a deacon in that area and is provided a lot of help with that. One of the main things we're doing this year is Our Life in Him book, which will be part of our classroom teaching this year. Under worship, we've got communion supplies, video equipment, and security. And we will be continuing to do the communion all in one cup, as we've been doing for the last couple of years, and that will continue. Andrew Lindsay has done a lot of work with our video, and along with Terry Kerr and some others, and are working in the control room, and we're pleased with the work they're doing as they continue to upgrade our quality of our worship through the video. They've enhanced our speakers this past year. There's a lot that goes into that video for the online presentation, and getting our sound right in the auditorium so that our speakers can be heard and adjusted. So we appreciate all the work that they do in that area. Next slide. We talk about our youth, and well, one thing I wanted to talk about on the previous slide is also security. We've got a good security team that does a great job, and they continue to upgrade the security around the building, inside the building, and work to keep us safe. In the area of youth, of course, Ryan and Jared Sarton, Andrew Lindsay, and Chris Warner, and Paul Colvin are all working in the area of youth. Lads Leaders is in going full speed ahead right now, preparing for the Lads Leader Convention, and as you can see, that's we budgeted for that again this year. CYC is coming up in February, and area wide have several different youth activities that will be budgeted for the coming year. We always have retreats and mission trips, and of course Maywood Camp. One thing we are continuing again this year is we have hired a youth intern. Will Addison will be helping us starting in January throughout this year, and especially full-time during the summer. And we budgeted for that, and we're looking forward to that, and think he'll do a great job for us. Facilities management, of course, with a building this size, it's going to take a considerable part of our budget. Alan West is in charge of our building maintenance, and Chris Cox is helping as the deacon, helping in that area. As you can see, this includes all our utilities for gas and electricity. Bigger part of our budgeted amount there is for building maintenance, and we never know what's gonna come up with that, whether it's new heating units or just improvements to the building in general. And parking lot, there's lots of things that we have to spend money on every year to keep the building in good shape. As you can see, this also includes our salary for Alan, and also for Kelly Jones, as she helps keep the building clean. It's got our telephone, internet, office expenses, insurance, and van expense. This part of our budget is for missions and missions, outreach, community service. Jared Sarton and Paul Logan are working with our mission committee, and Rick Chambliss and David Hall are helping with benevolence. Benevolence is included in this amount. We have divided this into two slides, one for domestic and one for foreign. A lot of the ones in the on this slide, or well, most of the ones, all the ones on this slide are domestic, and most of the ones we've been supporting for several years. Heritage Christian is the one we support the most. Child Haven and Fred Hardman. Of course, we support Maywood Camp quite a bit. That is one of the most important missions that we have here locally. We have included this year $1,000 for Christian University scholarships. We started a couple of years ago supporting the Sullivan congregation. They recently have hired a new minister who will be starting there in February, and we're looking forward to see how that congregation progresses in the coming year. As you can see at the top of the slide, the new work that we are supporting this year is the Jenkins Institute. As Dale and Jeff Jenkins are over that, and both of these men have recently retired from the local work and spending their full time working with the Jenkins Institute. Jenkins Institute provides a lot of services for preachers, a lot of and eldership and leadership in the church, and they have a lot of seminars. They have a sort of like a employment service that they help with preachers, match preachers up with congregations, help preachers with, they have counseling for preachers that have struggles. There's a lot of things that they're involved in, and we really think this is going to be a outstanding work that's being focused on mainly ministers. As we've noticed the last several years, a lot of preachers quit preaching because of the stress and strain on their families and different things, and Jenkins Institute. Sorry. Jenkins Institute is working to help these preachers cope with many things that they have to deal with. Also, benevolence and the pantry is included in this slide. And as you know, we have helped a lot of people over the years, and we help people every day that come by the church building, and that need some type of help. We do have a food pantry that stays stocked, and we distribute food to many people that come knocking on our doors. The foreign part of our mission budget still includes India and the work going on there. Of course, Ron Clayton passed away this year, but we're hoping that the work will be continuing over there. They have had COVID problems the same as we have, but we're looking to. That's been a tremendous tremendous work over the years. Ted's indicated that our World Bible School is interest in it has been picking up over the last several months. They do a lot of work online Bible correspondence courses and our work overseas. That's tremendous work. Joe Warner's still doing his work in Haiti, and we know how much trouble the Haitians have had over the years from earthquakes and other things, and how badly they need our support. The Gospel Chariot, the mobile evangelistic tool that goes throughout Africa, and they work with World Bible School as well. Barton Kaiser has come home from Peru, and they're working to do a Hispanic church plant in Charlotte, and that work is getting underway the last couple of years, and we're excited to see what kind of growth that they have. Wayne Barrier, we've supported his work in China and Vietnam and Philippines and throughout places throughout the Southeast Asia. So we're proud of all the works that we're doing in foreign missions. If you don't have to excuse my cough, I'm just getting over COVID myself. Finally, we hope that you can continue to support the work here. Like I said earlier, we're doing a tremendous amount of work here, and we appreciate you supporting the work. We want you to be a praying people, pray for the whole work that's being done, pray for God's blessings on us, and that we'll reach the lost and build up the saved, and thankful that we're able to meet together this year. We'll encourage you to continue to be generous givers. Finally, Proverbs 21:5 says, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to plenty." So we're trying to make plans. We know that the Lord will bless us in these plans, and let's continue to do the good work.